So today is December 8th, 2020. As you can hear, they're pounding again, and they were drilling a little bit earlier. They created a lot of chaos today. My mother had a doctor's appointment, and normally now I do have to go with her for obvious reasons, which creates a lot of trouble because when we're out, they come into the apartment, and I never know what they've done this time. You know, have they tampered with the food again? Have they poisoned it again? Have they put more cameras back up? You know, I never know. But this time the doctor she went to, they have a pickup service for elderly patients where they'll pick the person up and then take them back. They'll take them right to the door. So she uses that. Well, what happened? Maybe 20 minutes, no, it was maybe a half hour before they were set to pick her up. Well, there's the drilling. I hope the recorder is picking this up. If they start drilling, I'm going to stop talking so that you guys can hear it, because sometimes it's so faint that it's almost, you almost can't hear it. But yeah, so the guy called and he asked if he could pick her up early. Now, this is a problem because it's difficult to get her ready to go. She stalls, it's very difficult. And she gets angry with me for pressuring her to let's go. But if I don't pressure her, she'll be late. So this just created more trouble. I see they're drilling now. This just created more trouble, more chaos, more stress. But the first time he called, I was nice. I said, all right, all right. I told him I would get her ready. I would try to get her ready to be picked up earlier. But, I'll send her down, but it might be a little bit slow. So if she's not right there when you get there, she's on her way. He said, okay. I hope you guys can hear that drilling. Also, another thing, I had been thinking about, if I were to just take off again, and obviously I can't do that now, but at some point, if I were to take off, what name would I use as an alias? And I've got all these different names running through my mind. What name would I use, as an alias? And that's the name he gave. And this isn't the first time something like this has happened, where I had been thinking about a name that I would use as an alias if I ever had to. And, and then someone else came and, a few days later and I mean someone else who had some kind of personal, importance in my life or in my mom's life. And they gave that name, right? Someone else that I would be interacting with on more than a casual level, right? They gave that name. Hi, I'm so-and-so. And this has happened before. And the thing is, this time I didn't say it out loud. I was just thinking it, which is weird. But yeah, it's someone, when I say on a personal level, obviously I don't know the guy, but he's going to be picking up my mom, right? That's personal in my opinion. So this is all meant, and I believe he's a perpetrator, this is all meant to create stress, more chaos. Of course, the pounding started shortly after she left. But here's the thing. I just sent her out. Okay, I had just sent her out to go down to the elevator, and he calls back and says, I'm here. Is she coming down? Now, this is 5 minutes before the earlier time that he even gave. So it's just to create more and more stress. And I was short with him on the phone at that point. The first time I was not. I was polite. But at that point, after all this stress, I was short with him because it created a fight with my mom because I had to rush her and she didn't like that. These people just, if he isn't a perpetrator, these people just don't understand what it's like on this end of things. What we have to deal with. They just think this job is so damn easy. And so I was short with him on the phone this time. And if he isn't a perpetrator, right, and he doesn't know what's going on, he's going to, he's probably bitching about me and how rude I was and calling me this, that, and the other. I bet you anything. Without even realizing what it's like on this end of things. His mouth is probably going off about me. But of course, chances are he is a perpetrator. Starting to pound again a little. I don't know if the phone picked that up. Anyway, see? There they go. Fucking little vermin animals. Now, I've recorded pounding and drilling and the shit like this enough times on enough days. For enough years, well, it's been about a year, it has a little over a year since I started recording this shit. This goes on and on and on. Okay, it's not just maintenance. No, I'm going to leave this running for a little while longer. I'm going to stop talking unless I have something else important to say. Because I know if I turn it off, they're going to start pounding loudly again and I'm going to miss it. Plus, I want to get the duration. I want to show how, that it's on and off. And I know that for you guys, it's going to get boring to listen to, so you don't have to. This is just for documentation. I want to show how it starts and stops. So I'm going to let this record. Did you hear that? See, it's a little louder now. And if I had stopped recording after I stopped explaining what was going on, I would have missed that.